Hey everyone, Melanie Muenchinger here, illustrator for Gina K Designs. Today I have a walkthrough with my newest set from Gina K Designs, Holiday Frame Fillers, and this is a follow-up to my very popular recent release, Holiday Frame. So this is going to be a great standalone set that you can use without the frame, but if you have the frame, you definitely want it because you're going to be able to do every other holiday besides the winter and Christmas ones that I set up for you in Holiday Frame, along with lots of others. You can congratulate people on their new job, their new home, their baby, their engagement, etc. So tons of different sentiments, tons of different options. Let me show you just a few things in the set before we get started on the card. So first of all, you've got these 4 different little borders here. These are going to go all the way around the outside of that circle, and they coordinate with different borders that I already have in my fabulous frame fillers set, my fabulous holiday fillers set. Then you've also got 9 different art pieces that are going to work for different holidays and are going to create wreaths on the inside. So today I'm going to show you a really simple way to put these sections into 4 quarters to fill in that ring. Then I noticed when I was designing this set how much this sketch looks like the top of a door. So I put in this plate and this door handle so that you can make some really fun greeting cards with that. Then just a lot of other really cute elements like the banner and little 2-step fillers for it, a bear. This is an element that's going to change the sketch. And then I love these ovals. You've got all these different patterns that you can do as decorative elements or to make really fun Easter wreaths. So just can't tell you how excited I am about this set. Very minimal supplies for today's card. We're just going to be using a piece of the Gina K Pure Luxury Base Weight White cardstock. When I color on this, you're not going to be able to see on the inside, so make sure you use the base weight if you're using alcohol markers. Going to be using a side fold orientation. This one I did a top fold, but on the side fold that's kind of fun because then it actually opens like a door. And you can do the door left or right facing. The ink pads that I'm using today, I've got the Gina K, Moonlit Fog, and then I'm using the Memento Tuxedo Black. The alcohol markers today, I've got the Spectrum Noir DR4, DR6. Going to be using the GB8 on that bear, the CG4, and then the IG4. I'm going to switch it up and do some silver plates and door holders on this one. Okay, door opener, door handle. Can't talk. Okay, all right, so let's begin by stamping this out. You're going to need the holiday frame set and then a large block or a Cuttlebug plate for stamping that frame. I want to use the gray because I want this to kind of recede a little bit like the panels in a white door, but if you want to use black, you can. So I'm making sure I'm getting all those corners and that I'm going across 2 sections or 2 planes of the image so that I'm not getting ink down in there inside. You can use your Misty if you want, but I just want to use the 6x6 block today. So I'm going to have it turned so that the circle is at the top like a wreath. And I'm just going to lay it over my card base. Drop it, press all over. It's a little bit harder to see that white border on the card when I have this white background paper behind, so it might be a little bit easier to put something darker or a matte. Okay, so there's my impression. Now let's go ahead and add in the details. You're also going to need a medium-sized block. So let me do the wreath first. So let me show you how I like to do my wreaths. So you've got all these curved sections in the stamp set. So I'm going to do the piece, and it kind of looks like little clumps like monkey bread or something. This is supposed to look like a tufted or gathered ribbon, and I'm going to do it two-tone today with the green and red. So what you want to do, you want to think about this circle like 4 quadrants. So you can put your block over it, or if you want, you can just find the middle by making just a little pencil dot with a pencil. And then I'm just going to put this, so just pardon my head for a moment, just going to put this right over So it's going to go in this section, and then I'm going to turn it each time. So I'm going to stamp this in the black. Make sure your block is very clean if you're going to lay that on your card. So what I'm doing, it's going to be a little bit off balance because I'm doing it on the side instead of the middle. So you want to make sure when you're inking it up that you're just inking the image part rather than going into the middle so you don't get it on your block. And then I'm just going to carefully, with that still in the middle, put that right there. Okay. Then I'm going to ink it again. Need to re-ink my pad. Getting a little bit gaps. So now I'm turning it so that you can see that that's in the middle. And then I'm just going to put that right there and pick it up. Then we're going to do the bottom two sections. I'm trying to be careful here just so that you don't have my head in there. And I got a little bit on the block, so I just want to be careful that I'm not transferring that to the card. And then the last one. And if you end up overlapping them a little bit, that's okay. I'll show you some tips in future videos how the little filler images are just going to go right over that. Okay, so there is my gathered ribbon wreath. Now let's put the bow over the top. So I'm going to just place that at the top of the card. And again, the way this frame works, you can use this in 4 different orientations. So if you want if you're not trying to create a door, you can put it here, here, or here. It fits in all those sections, just like that little base did for the snow globe. All right. Now let's go ahead and we're going to add that little base plate, and that is perfect for adding the different sentiments. You could also put that sentiment in the middle, but I'm doing the little bear today. And so we're just going to put that right here. And that's going to make a nice open space. It's easy to line up the different greetings into. And then this one I'm going to put the door handle on the right. And then it's going to really open as if a door were opening when you open the card. Oh, and I didn't get the edge of that there. Okay. Now let's go ahead and color this in. So I'm just going to use this gray here for the door handle. You can also use this color to shade. And then just fill this in quickly. If you have a chisel tip like the Spectrum Noirs do, this would go a little bit faster. I like to do my coloring on this first before I stamp the greeting over it, just so that the image, that sentiment stays nice and crisp. Okay, now let's go ahead and fill in this bow. And you can make the bow two-tone if you want it as well. But I'm just going to do red for the tied bow at the top. So this is with the DR4. And then we're going to do just a couple little shadows with that DR6. So we're going to go on the underside of the tied part, the bottom, and just kind of the middle where I have those little contour lines, the underside here, and then the back, and on the inside where it's tied. Okay, now let's go in and I'm going to do some green, and it would be easier obviously just to do the whole thing in one color, but I really like how it looks with two. So I'm just going and skipping around, and it's very forgiving just to blot this in. So don't really worry so much about like, okay, is that loop supposed to be green? Is that supposed to be red? Where does it stop? Where does it start? I'm just scribbling it in here. And I just want the color to bounce around so that I have some green next to each other, but then it skips over so that I can put the red in. And if I want to go back and do more green later after I do some red, I can also do that. You could put in a third color if you want, okay? And you can also make these look like they're rolled flowers, like the felt wreaths that you see. So now I'm just going in, and anywhere that I don't have the green, I'm putting the red. And if you want to do no color on this, you could just stamp it in the color you want to suggest. So for instance, instead of stamping it in black, you could just stamp the line art image in red. Okay, almost done here. And then I'm not showing it today, but I have come up with over 30 different options for these different wreaths. They are so many cool things that you can do when you layer them one on top of the other. And then, if you can imagine, you don't have to do all 4 sections of the same arc. So you could have it where, let's say the bow was on one side, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to save some surprises. You're going to have so much fun with this set. Okay, so there's our ribbon. Then let's add our little bear and our greeting. So I'm going to stamp him in the black as well. And this would be so fun for Valentine's Day or little baby shower wreaths. And then while I have the black open, let's go ahead and put my greeting on here. So I still have some Christmas cards to make, but you could certainly change the colors out and make this into a Valentine's Day card, a birthday card. And let's see, I think I'm going to do, let's see, I used Happy Holidays from the holiday frame set. So let's do something else here. I think I'm going to go ahead and just make it a happy birthday card. Do like a winter birthday. So birthday is right, find it. Got so many greetings on here, I can't find the birthday. Here we go. Okay. Have one friend, Noelle, and she was named because she was born on Christmas Day. So it's kind of fun making her Christmassy birthday card. So this will be for Noelle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill in his little head and ears. And if you want to use more shades of brown, you can, but I'm just going to go back and layer on a little bit more of this same brown. I was trying to keep it a little bit simpler today, just for the sake of time. And then I'm just going to outline those little feet, because I love teddy bear feet that have a different color on the bottom. And then I'm just going to go back and just do a little bit of extra on the bottom and right there. Okay, and then we're going to shade the heart the same way. We're going to use this DR4 red. And you could put that in the ears if you want. You could give him little cheeks. And then I'm going to do just a little bit here on the bottom. And then I also added this little hugs in here that you can stamp onto the heart. And there are different things that you can do with the little small images in my fabulous holiday fillers set that are going to look adorable to make a little themed heart for your bear. So I'm going to put this little hugs in here like that. And that's it. The card's done. And if you want to use the IG4 just to do a little bit of shadow under that wreath or under the bow, just a little bit under the bear, just like he's just sitting right in that. Maybe a little bit underneath your handle. And that's it. And then if you want to accent the borders, you can. But again, I just wanted this to look like a nice, clean, white door. I hope you enjoy this card and you're excited about the different wreaths and the different doors that you can make for the different holidays. Please let me know in the comments which one you prefer. And I'm so excited to see you at our release party on Thursday night, December 8th. Stamps go on sale at 7 o'clock. Come join us at Stamp TV. Please visit my blog, Hands, Head, and Heart, and see all of our inspiration for all of my sets at Gina K Designs and Stamp TV. Thank you for watching today. God bless.